Hey guys, it's Nicole and I am here with sort of like an update video. That's enough out of you, little girl. You're a little girl.
No, you're a little girl.
So for today's video, I decided that I wanted to like do this like little update video because last week I kind of fell out of my newly formed habit of recording on a daily basis, and that is just because last week absolutely sucked. I wanted to tell you guys about like what like made last week so terrible, so that's kind of like what this whole video is even about. So I'm just gonna jump right into it and tell you guys like why my week last week was so absolutely like terrible. It all started off at the beginning of the week. It was like one of those days where Sean, you know, had work or whatever. Rihanna was at work and me and Aaliyah were home alone, you know, and I needed to get some cleaning done and stuff like that. So I was already feeling like really kind of like not good, you know. I was feeling kind of like depressed and sad, you know, and sometimes I just get like that, you know. Sometimes I just get really like overwhelmed and stressed out and sad, and I really have to like work hard to try and keep myself positive and happy and not let myself sink into like a really bad depression. When I get like that, like the first thing that I like to do is clean the crap out of the RV, because after it's all clean and looks nice, then I just feel way better about our situation. So that's what I was trying to do. And last week, like, I had done a couple little like cleaning things around the RV, and then I was making the bed, and the memory foam pad on our bed was like all like bunched up and just like all like, it was like really like stupid and uncomfortable. So like I was like fixing that, and it's like really heavy and awkward, especially in like this confined space, you know. So like I was like, you know, trying to like fix the bed. Meanwhile, Aaliyah was on the bed, you know, trying to help, and she like, when she tries to help, she's really just like, you know, picking up what I've already folded and then unfolding it and then folding it over all sloppy like. So she was trying to help, but the dogs jump up on the bed. So Isabella and Buddha, like, as of recently, Buddha has been like trying to like seduce Isabel, and he's a big dog and she's a little Yorkie.
Wouldn't work.
It just wouldn't work. Sometimes Buddha just gets crazy because he's still young, he's still like a puppy. Isabel like jumped up on the bed to try and like get away from Buddha or something. Not sure why she jumped up on the bed, but like she jumped up on the bed, and then Buddha jumps up on the bed, and they're like, you know, causing this big old havoc over in the corner by like the window. I was over here making the bed, and then all the dogs like jumped up over here. So they jump up on the bed and they're causing like all this havoc, all this freaking, you know, annoyance. So I get irritated and I like pushed Buddha, and after that point, like I stopped like paying attention. Like I really didn't think anything was gonna happen. So long story short, I don't really know like how it happened, but I pushed Buddha, and then somebody like fell into the window, did something, whatever, like jumped up on the window, did something, I don't know, because like I pushed Buddha and then turned around, and then I hear like this like glass, like I hear like glass falling or whatever, but it was like a really light sound, but I could still like hear, you know, like the glass, you know, that was falling. So I was like really confused. I was like, what the hell was that? So like I start like searching the RV to find out like what broke, because I heard glass, you know. So I'm like walking around trying to figure out what the hell broke, like what fell, blah blah blah. And then like I see that the blinds were all like, you know, screwed up or whatever. So like I like looked out, you know, and sure enough, the fucking window is broken. As soon as I saw that, I was like, no, please, no, God, no. And then like I like look out, and then I like walked outside the RV and I looked, and the fucking window was so broken, like so beyond broken. Like it was like, oh my God, like there's a freaking hole in the window with like spiderweb cracks all over the place, you know, like all over the window. I just like lost it, like all my positivity that I was trying to build up throughout the day, like just totally flushed right down the toilet. Like I was just so upset and immediately started thinking that, you know, Rihanna was gonna kick us out. So I immediately start looking up like places to fix windows, like do-it-yourself window fixes, all that stuff, you know. And I'm just like you know, like at my ends with how much I'm not gonna be able to fix this window without telling somebody about it. So I just like, you know, was like so bummed out. And plus I had to be to work like very shortly, like within like an hour I had to be to work. So I was just like sitting there thinking like, how am I gonna go to work right now? I'm so upset. Like this is like the end of the world right now. Like I kind of like was like overreacting a little bit with how upset I was, because I seriously thought that like Rihanna was gonna like kick us out. Aaliyah and I were doing laundry, so I had to go switch over my wet clothes in the washer to the dryer so that I could go to work, and I was just so upset and so like, oh my god, I don't want to do anything. I just want to crawl into bed and fucking cry all day. Me and Aaliyah went over to the laundry and we switched over our laundry, and it just so happened that Rihanna, Sean's sister, was over there cleaning showers because she works at the RV park, and she was over at the clubhouse cleaning showers, and she was like, oh, hey, what's up, da, 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 I'm just cleaning, blah, 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 you know, she seemed like she was in a good mood or whatever, and I just, like, was, like, debating, like, am I gonna tell her, because, like, I didn't want to tell Rihanna. I wanted Sean to tell Rihanna. Like, I wanted so badly for Sean to come home so I could tell him what happened, and then tell him to tell Rihanna when I went to work or whatever, you know, but it worked out the way it did, because, like, you know, I just kind of, like, you know, decided that I had to be an adult. I had to suck it up. I had to just take the consequences and freaking tell her. So I, you know, like, just kind of, like, moped down a little bit. I was like, I have some bad news. She was like so cool about it. It was scary. Like I just like could not help but start to cry. Like I was just like, I thought you were gonna fucking kick us out right now. Like I thought this was it. I thought you were gonna kick us out. Like thank you for being so cool about this. Because she was just like, yeah, like, oh, okay, that sucks, but you know, whatever, we'll figure it out. You know, like I'll call around to a couple different places. And you know, like, Sean's mom started a YouTube channel where she does, like, you know, like, the RVing life and stuff like that. So, like, she was talking about how, like, you know, she could have her mom do a video about fixing the RV window or something like that, you know, so, yeah, so, like, you know, she was, like, totally looking at, like, bright sides and wasn't, like, you know, even thinking about, like, kicking us out. So I was, like, so grateful. Are you going bye-bye?
Yeah.
I love you. We still haven't gotten the window fixed. We ended up just putting like, what did we do? We put like a plastic bag over it?
Yeah, I put a trash bag on it.
Yeah, there's like a
cardboard. I put cardboard over it and then trash bag.
Yeah, that's how the beginning of my week started. And then after that, like, it wasn't like anything like too big that like affected my week. I was really just like, work is really what was like affecting me, like work. Yeah, so I had to work a really long shift. And that was really hard, but like the worst part about it was the fact that I didn't notice that my sock had a giant hole on the bottom of like where like the ball of my foot, you know, like the bottom of my foot, you know, you guys know like the ball of your foot, like this part right here, you know, like this part of my foot, like there's like a giant hole in my sock right here. And yeah, so for me working that 14 and a half hour shift, my fucking feet on the bottom were so raw and blistered that they hurt so bad. Like every time I took a step, it was like sting, sting, sting. Like it was all good until my foot started hurting like a bitch. And then like my feet, like just, oh my god. My feet, they're like, the tops of my toes are bruised still. Like this was like last week sometime. And the top of my toes are still bruised from wearing my shoes. I think I need some new shoes or something. I was really excited, you know, the whole, like, thing, like, I was, like, so excited that even though I was gonna be working this long shift, that, if I worked this long shift, my coworker that I was covering for, she was gonna have to take one of my swing shifts, like, a couple days later, so that I didn't go into overtime. That meant that I was going to be getting 3 days off in a row, and I thought that I was thinking that 2 of those days were going to be with Sean. You know, I thought that because of this whole situation that Sean and I were going to be able to have like 2 days off together, which I was so excited about because, you know, like Sean and I never get days off together. So, yeah, I was really excited about that. But then, like, on my Friday, I realized that they scheduled Sean to work 9 days a week, or 9 days in a row, you know, like before he had another day off. So how it's gonna work is like, I've already went through my couple days off, like today is like my Monday, you know, and so I've already gone through my days off, and Sean still hasn't had a day off, and tomorrow, which is Sunday the 17th, tomorrow will be Sean's Friday. So tomorrow will be the last day that he works before he has like 3 days off or something. That's kind of how our schedules work. So that was like another huge bummer, was the fact that I thought that Sean and I, you know, by me doing what I was doing, working the 14.5-hour shift, which I would have done either way, you know, I was thinking that we were going to have a couple days off together, and that's just not how it worked out. So this whole week was just such a bummer, such a huge bummer. How could I forget a positive bright side before I end this video? How stupid. Okay, I shouldn't be getting my hopes up, but I can't help it because I have to have some sort of positivity in my life, something to look forward to, or I will fucking sink into a sad little pathetic depression. So the other day I was like super duper searching for like houses to rent, because I just want you guys to know how much I really do take your advice on everything that you guys say. I really do take your advice, you know. Obviously I have to pick and choose what advice I'm gonna take, but when you guys leave me advice and tips, I totally do take, you know, your advice and stuff. So I've been kind of like trying to like scratch out the apartment searching for a little bit, and I've been like super duper looking for houses for rent and houses rent to own, and you know, stuff like that. So that's what I've been looking at, and I came across this house, and I immediately liked it because it was like in the area that we're looking for. I called like the real estate agent, which is through Century 21, and called Century 21 and like asked them about the house and stuff like that, and then the lady was telling me that it is still available. It became available on the 14th of January, so just like a couple days ago it became available. And when I asked her, because like she told me she was gonna see how many applicants have like applied for that house, and nobody has applied for that house, so Sean and I would be the first people to apply to turn in an application for that house, and it's already available. So yesterday Sean and I called Century 21, and they tell me that yeah, nobody has applied for this house and blah blah blah, and that we need to go check it out and then go to Roseburg to put in an application at the Century 21 office. And so yeah, like I have been like obsessing over this house, like seriously, because like we went to go see it yesterday. God, it's so cute. God, I'm so ready to be in our own place. So we are going to do that tomorrow, turn in the applications tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe, and request videos, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!